What if I told you that the bond with your child began long before you were even born? That this relationship isn't just a coincidence of fate, but a deep spiritual calling, chosen long before both of you arrived here, in this very moment. Now you might feel uncomfortable or even skeptical hearing this, but take a moment to think. What if the relationship you have with your child goes beyond a simple biological connection? What if, in fact, they are a reflection of something much greater, something that transcends time and space? It's not about a fixed fate or punishment, but about a profound process of mutual growth. Every challenge, every act of love, every shared moment between you two is an opportunity for learning and evolution. And when you look at this connection with that understanding, you begin to see that your child is not here merely to complete your life. They are here to expand it, to bring new perspectives, and to challenge your soul to grow. They aren't just someone you teach, but someone with whom you walk a spiritual path of learning and transformation. So, I invite you to dive deep into this reflection. In this video, we will explore how this connection transcends the simple idea of family, and how, by understanding the true nature of this relationship, you can start to see the value of every experience shared. No matter if the moments are challenging or full of joy, they are all part of a bigger process of evolution. When we think of karma, it's often associated with past actions and their consequences, but the concept is much broader. In a spiritual context, the idea that your child is your karma suggests that the bond you share isn't simply one of biological lineage, but rather a spiritual exchange. Imagine that your connection with your child was formed long before both of you existed in this life. This karma is not a punishment, but an opportunity for mutual growth. Your child is, in a sense, a reflection of the energies and spiritual choices you bring into this world, and this connection goes far beyond coincidence. The child, in this view, enters your life as a chance to revisit aspects of your own soul that you may have never fully understood. By recognizing this, you begin to see that your relationship isn't just about teaching or protecting, but also about learning. If you've previously thought of your child as someone to whom you pass on wisdom, begin to ask yourself what they are here to teach you as well. It could be that their behavior, their reactions, or even their challenges are direct lessons about you and the areas of your soul that need healing or transformation. This process of self-discovery can be tough because, at times, the first reaction is to try and correct or control your child's behavior. But the true opportunity lies in using these moments as a mirror to understand the parts of yourself that need attention. By recognizing this, you allow yourself to grow not only as a parent, but as a human being. Your child, unknowingly, becomes your greatest teacher on the journey of personal evolution. Have you ever stopped to think that the bond with your child may have been decided long before both of you arrived in this world? This idea might sound strange to some, but according to some spiritual beliefs, souls choose their encounters before they are born. This understanding suggests that the relationships we have, like the one with our children, are not accidental. Instead, they are planned as part of a shared journey for learning and growth. Imagine that when you both arrived here, you already knew you would meet to walk this path together. A path filled with challenges, but also with great lessons. The concept of past lives can be a key to understanding this soul choice. The idea is that, as souls, we go through multiple lifetimes, seeking to resolve unfinished lessons and learn from experiences we may not have fully understood. Your relationship with your child may therefore be a continuation of this process. Perhaps you already knew each other in a past life, with roles and stories that intertwine in a mysterious and profound way. Your child could be someone you had an important role with before, or maybe there's someone coming into your life to teach you something essential for your spiritual journey now. So, parenthood is not just a physical or emotional relationship, it's a spiritual connection that transcends time and space. The way your child enters your life and the challenges they bring are not random. They are part of a greater plan for learning, where both of you are students and teachers at the same time. By reflecting on this, you start to see your child not just as a part of you, but as a link in a much bigger story, with a spiritual purpose behind every shared moment. Have you ever thought that your child could be a mirror reflecting aspects of yourself that you may not even be aware of? Sometimes a child's behavior acts as a key to understanding something deeply hidden within you. They may behave in a way that stirs up emotions in you, and rather than just seeing a reflection of their personality, you're seeing a part of yourself that you may not have noticed. It could be a trait you possess but never recognized, or perhaps a vulnerability that's asking to be healed. Your child, in a pure and direct way, reveals your shadows, those hidden parts of your personality that you may be avoiding. Imagine a situation where your child's actions frustrate you, something simple, but it gets under your skin. Instead of just focusing on their behavior, ask yourself, what is this showing me about myself? Their behavior could be touching on a deep issue inside you. Maybe it's a frustration you have, something you've carried with you for a long time. And when you see your child act a certain way, that feeling comes to the surface. This is an opportunity to look at yourself and realize that they aren't just acting on their own. They're revealing something in you that needs attention and understanding. This process of self-awareness can be difficult, as our first instinct might be to correct or control our child's actions. But the true opportunity lies in using those moments as a mirror to understand what's going on within us. By recognizing this, you allow yourself to grow, not just as a parent but as a human being. Your child, whether they know it or not, becomes your greatest teacher in this journey of personal growth, helping you see parts of yourself that might have remained hidden for a lifetime. The challenges you face in your relationship with your child are not just obstacles to overcome. They are, in fact, disguised teachers. When we encounter difficulties in our connection with our children, whether in communication, behavior, or emotional conflicts, we are being invited to look deeper into ourselves. Each difficulty presents a lesson about who we are and what still needs to be worked on within us. The truth is, many of the greatest challenges in parenthood arise to teach us something about our own beliefs, fears, or behavioral patterns. Imagine a moment when you feel you're struggling to connect with your child and frustration takes over. Instead of blaming the situation or trying to change your child's behavior immediately, ask yourself, what is this challenge trying to teach me? Perhaps the difficulty in communication reveals a lack of patience or a tendency to control too much. Or maybe your child's challenging behavior is a reflection of something unresolved in your own past. Each challenge is an opportunity to question your reactions, to understand why you act the way you do, and to grow emotionally. These moments of confrontation are incredibly valuable because they push us to go beyond what we already know about ourselves. They compel us to step outside our comfort zone and develop essential virtues like patience, empathy, and resilience. The challenge of raising a child is often the greatest learning field we will ever have, not because the relationship is easy, but precisely because it is complex and full of nuances. So the next time a challenge arises, remember, it's not a problem, but an opportunity to learn more about yourself and grow alongside your child. The unconditional love you feel for your child is one of the most powerful forces that exists, and this energy doesn't just benefit your child, but it also benefits you. When we talk about unconditional love, we often imagine something immeasurable, something that goes beyond all mistakes, flaws, or differences. This love asks for nothing in return, but when practiced, it has the ability to heal old emotional wounds, open doors for forgiveness, and create a safe space for growth. By giving this love without conditions, you create a space for transformation not only in your child's life, but in your own as well. When you love your child unconditionally, you accept them for who they are, with all their quirks, mistakes, and triumphs. This type of love is one of the greatest gifts you can offer them because, when it's genuine and free of judgment, it allows them to grow in an emotionally secure environment. However, the true power of this love also lies in what it does for you. By offering love without expecting anything in return, you begin to heal your own insecurities and fears, which often come from a lack of self-acceptance. The act of giving this love to another human being helps you recognize your own vulnerability and learn to forgive yourself. This love is transformative because it changes the dynamic of the relationship. It opens the space for deeper connection, where communication is more truthful, mistakes are forgiven more easily, and understanding becomes clearer. By creating a relationship based on unconditional love, you are teaching your child the essence of what true love is. Love that doesn't depend on conditions or expectations, but simply is. And so, no matter what difficulties arise, unconditional love is the force that keeps the bond strong and growing, allowing both you and your child to flourish together. The relationship between parents and children is not a one-way street, where the parent merely gives and the child simply receives. In fact, it is a mutual exchange where both learn, grow, and transform. When you think about the impact you have on your child, you may primarily imagine the things they receive from you: teachings, care, emotional support. But what you may not realize is that, just as they absorb so much from you, you are also offering something vital to their soul. Your child is not just receiving from you. They are taking in your experiences, your wisdom, your energy, and your life lessons. The example you set, the way you approach life's challenges, and even the lessons you leave unspoken are transmitted in subtle but powerful ways. Your child learns from you not just what you say, but also what you do. Every action, every decision, every emotion you share with them contributes to shaping who they will become. Even without realizing it, you are a constant model, a source of learning that helps form their emotional and spiritual foundation. Your way of living, your values, and how you face difficulties become lessons that they will carry with them for a lifetime. This exchange goes beyond words or visible actions. There is an invisible connection, an energy that you transmit to your child. This bond is like an energetic exchange that strengthens as both of you grow together. By teaching your child about the world, you also learn more about yourself, and often, it is they who bring you new perspectives. By looking at the relationship with this understanding, you realize that parenthood is a shared journey of growth, where both parent and child are students and teachers at the same time. It is a profound and essential exchange that shapes and transforms the souls involved. Sometimes the relationship with your child doesn't follow a smooth and harmonious path. On the contrary, it becomes challenging, full of conflicts and tensions. These moments, though painful, are crucial parts of the journey for both of you. When the bond feels difficult, it's easy to fall into the temptation of only seeing the obstacles. But the real opportunity lies in understanding what these challenges are trying to teach. A difficult relationship can, in fact, be a chance to look deeper into what needs healing, both in you and in your child. When faced with challenges, you're being invited to transform, to change the way you see life, or to learn something essential about yourself. These difficult moments are not punishments or mistakes. They are often the greatest teachers of our lives. When the relationship becomes strained, it's easy to feel defeated or misunderstood. However, the true lesson is always about how you choose to react and what you can learn from the situation. Perhaps your child's behavior is touching on unresolved wounds, and this is the moment to address those areas and begin healing. By recognizing that each challenge carries an important lesson, you begin to see the difficult relationship not as a problem, but as an opportunity for mutual growth. Instead of focusing only on the difficulties, start seeing the challenging relationship as a chance for evolution. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is this situation showing me about myself? This change in perspective can transform the relationship. The difficult bond, when viewed with humility and a willingness to learn, can become one of the richest sources of growth, not only for the child, but for the parent as well. As time goes by and your relationship with your child evolves, it's natural to have moments of reflection on everything that you've experienced together. Even in the challenges, there's always something to be learned and a lesson to be gained. Often it's only with time that we can truly see the value of the bond we share with our children. This gratitude for the path you've walked together is deep, and it goes beyond simply recognizing the happy or difficult moments. It's a gratitude for the opportunity to walk alongside someone with whom you have a profoundly spiritual connection, someone who is here to teach, learn, and grow with you. Recognizing the value of this bond means looking at every moment shared with your child and seeing how, no matter the circumstances, it has contributed to your own evolution. Your relationship with your child isn't just about caring for or educating them, but about what you both share and learn together. Even in the most difficult moments, it's essential to remember that this exchange of experiences, emotions, and lessons is never in vain. When you do this, you begin to see your child as a great source of spiritual growth, and the relationship you share transforms from something routine into something sacred, full of meaning and learning. In the end, gratitude for your bond with your child goes beyond words. It reflects in daily actions, in small acts of love and understanding. When you recognize the value of this bond, you begin to act more consciously, appreciating every moment, every conversation, and every exchange. The relationship with your child becomes a continuous journey of learning, where both of you are enriched in ways that may not always be visible immediately. The true value of the bond lies in the transformation it fosters in the souls involved, and by recognizing this, you honor the experience of being a parent in a profound, spiritual way. Now, with everything we've discussed, it's time to reflect. What have you learned from your child so far? What lessons has your relationship with them taught you about yourself, your own limits, fears, and potential? Your child is here to challenge you, to teach you, and to expand your vision of life. Every difficulty that arose between you is, in fact, an opportunity for mutual growth. And the real question is, are you ready to learn from them just as they are learning from you? Parenthood is, without a doubt, one of the greatest paths of transformation we can walk. But for this transformation to happen, we need to be willing to look beyond the obvious and understand the spiritual depth of this relationship. By recognizing that your child isn't here merely to complete your life, but to expand it, you begin to see the bond in a whole new way. And now, I invite you to reflect on how you can apply these teachings in your daily life and, perhaps, transform the way you live with your child. If you feel this content has touched something deep within you, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications. Continue learning about the power of spirituality and relationships and how these lessons can shape your life in more meaningful ways. After all, learning never stops, and the journey of growth with your child has only just begun.